Hello, YouTubers. The new Time Travel Hymen 88. I'm back with another Doctor Who DVD review. And yes, we're still celebrating Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. Today, we're still celebrating 1 year anniversary of the passing of Mary Tam. So, to do that, I'm doing a 5th story of the Key to the Time series. It is Doctor Who, The Power of Kroll Special Edition. This is a magnificent story. I really loved it. It's fantastic to watch. This 4-part story originally transmitted on December 23rd, 1978 to January 13th, 1979. And this is Philip Maddox's 3rd appearances of Doctor Who. He did the War Chief, the Evil Lord, in the War Games, the Patrick Troughton serial. He did the 4th Doctor adventure, the Professor, in The Brain of Morbius. Now, he's playing Finner in The Power of Kroll. Also, Maddox also starred in the adventure film Doctor Who, The Dalek Invasion Earth 2150. I wonder who else Philip Maddox did Doctor Who. If I'm wrong, post a comment on it. Anyway, the story begins in the far one of the moons of Delta Magna. Sits a vats of methane and protein collector and manufacturing refinery. The bully leader, Dawn, and his technical support, Feiner, Harg, and Dugin, and a hovercraft pilot in charge in operation of the green-skinned humanoid native called the Mesh. One of the Delta Magnus serves them. These survey people live once on the planet, but they move to the moon, with the Earth Empire is identified as Delta Magna. So, the Doctor and Romana have also arrived on the moon, searching for the 4th segment of the Key to Time. Because of the swampy Terran, K9 was confirmed fine into TARDIS, as Romana puts it. However, the tracer using the location, the segment is giving some very strange readings. Romana is taken away by Rodham, Duct, and the Swampy Patrol. The Doctor is found by Fenner and Thawne, and they return to the refinery. He displays a bewildering familiar with the methane catalyzation with the refined protein shot into space delivered to Delta Magna. The Doctor also intrigued by the position of Mesh, whom the refinery workers did not even regard properly sentient being. So the Doctor slips away and trying to find Romana, but she has got herself into trouble. The Swampies are tied to the knot and about to sacrifice her to the Krolls, a giant squid creature who lives under the swamps, as their worship as God. The Doctor unmasks the fake monster and rescue Romana. Back at the refinery, the Doctor and Romana have found the refinery to the real Kroll and the Swampy Testament. It says the enormous creature ate the previous Swampy High Priest and has made 3 appearances. A 4th is due soon. Rom Dut has supplied the Swampy with the weapons, but they're used against the Thawne, who will search for the Swampies for the Doctor. They are defected and explode, with a firing killing one of the Swampies. Second later, a huge tentacle erupts. However, though his cries go unnoticed, everyone's eyes are drawn to the vast squid-like creature, despite of the terrorizing horizon beneath the swamp. Once his tentacles enters the pipeline, dragging the crew member Harg to his death. Meanwhile, the Doctor and Romana arrive and introduce themselves to the leader, Redican, the older decrease of all 3 dry foods will die by the 7 rulers of Kroll, a painful and cumbersome involved affair involving stretching the victims on creeping and wood would eventually slap on their backs. The doctor rescued them, Ramana and Roham Dog, with a local vibration. This relaxed them enough for the trio to escape, pursued by the Radican and his tribes. The 3 remaining refinery crew members decide to redirect the upcoming orbit shot against Kroll. The doctor deduced that the creature hunts by vibration and used this knowledge to keep Ramada and himself safe from the tentacles. The enormous Kroll rise to the swamp surface. However, the Kroll destroys the swampy settlement, killing many swampies before submerging. The doctor and Ramana sneak back into the refinery and are horrified. Thor calculates the missile strike will destroy the creature in the swampy. Duggan is also equally applied. When he tried to stop the missile from being fired, Thorn kills him. The doctor, however, disconnects the firing mechanism in the rocket silo. Thorn investigates and finds the 2 culprits has more certain than ever they are soon of Earth spies too. The tables are turned when the swampies attack the breach refinery and kill Thorn. Radican, who led an assault, believed the death of the Dryfoot will help appraise Kroll, but the creature is now above the swamp again, hurtling itself against the bulk of the refinery. The doctor orders the refinery equipment to activate to try to confuse Kroll. It has desired effect that the attack stop. Redican refused to let this faith in Kroll to be shaken. However, finding one of Kroll's tentacles, he begged his god to destroy the Dryfoot. Instead, Kroll grabs Rankin and drags him away. His doom remains, and the swampies realize the creature is beyond approach. It is not known beyond the scientists. The doctor works out that the Kroll has been magnified to a giant proposal by the segment of the key to time, disguised as a swampy relic. He used his tracer to eliminate the giant Kroll and retrieve the 5th segment of the key to time. The doctor finally saved the refinery from destruction aboard the automatic scheduled orbit shot, which would cause an explosion. He tells Fenner that the only survivor of the refinery crew to use his time wisely and try to understand the Swampies' culture. The Dr. Romana heads back to the TARDIS with another 7 of the key in their position. So, my opinions of Doctor Who Power of Kroll. It's a very awesome story. The costumes remind me of the Jolly Green Giant. Oh, Green Giant. Even though the squids may look like made out of puppetry effects, but this is an okay story. How did I rate this story? I did this story 8 out of 10. Okay, let's take a look. Here we have the giant swampies, the 5th segment, the TARDIS. Here's Romana and the 4th Doctor. The Tom Baker years, 1974 to 1981. Here's the old BBC logo. Here's the spine. There's the 2 Entertain logo. Still pictures. On the DVD extras, we have audio commentary by actors Tom Baker and John Lesson. Variation. In studio, there's something about Mary. Philip Maddock, a villain for all seasons. Continuity full of galleries and so forth. This is story number 102. Here's the DVD of Doctor Who Planet of Kroll. Well, that's it for this review. Shout out goes to Douglas E. Wolfe and Melissa Rivera. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe.